Disciples are ready for the unexpected. In verses 6 and 7, we'll just look at that one more time. When they had this done, they enclosed a great multitude of fishes in their net brake, and they beckoned unto their partners, which were in the other ship, that they should come and help them. And they came and filled both the ships so that they began to sink. Notice the reaction of the disciples to the miracle. What are some of the different ways? This is a question to you, class. What are some of the different ways that you would expect the disciples to respond to this event? What are some of the ways that you would expect them to respond? Put yourself in the place of the disciples. You make your living as a fisherman. You've been doing this for years. You have unqualified experience. In other words, we don't have to put an asterisk by your name. You know what you're doing. And here comes a guy, and he tells you to do something that is totally against whatever, your conventional wisdom is regarding the thing that you're a professional at. And then this happens. You have the biggest load that you've ever gotten, and you're having trouble maintaining this blessing. In other words, you don't really have a big enough net or a big enough boat to handle the good things that are coming your way. How would you respond to something like that? Have you ever heard someone respond to something like that? What are you thinking? Everybody's got a quizzical look on their face. I think that if this happened and it was the Lighthouse Baptist Church fishing trip and we all went out and this happened. I hope so, Janet. But honestly, I got to tell you, I'm not that optimistic. Brother, what, Ron?
I would think most of us say, boy, are we good.
Okay. Wow. We're good. That's not one that made my list. I'll tell you what made my list of things. I think, Alan, you had your hand up.
Well, I was just going to say, look, we got lucky and just got on top of the right spot.
Yeah. Yeah. We need to do this more often, that kind of. I kind of think there'd be somebody that would be sitting there with a calculator going, do you know how much nets cost? This is going to be expensive. We're breaking our nets. These are valuable things. You know how much a new boat's going to cost us? We're ruining our boat. It's too full. We're going to sink our boat. Somebody's always going to find a negative way to look at something very positive. Disciples aren't going to look that way. That wasn't their reaction. Their reaction wasn't negative at all. Their reaction was positive. There's no concern expressed about how expensive the nets are going to be, to replace. No one's worried about the boats that are close to sinking under the weight. And here's something else that I didn't mention before. Now we got to tote all these fish because we got 2 boats full of fish. You can't leave those 2 boats full of fish up there on the shore and not take them to market. And besides that, now you're going to be 4 hours late getting to market because everybody else that did something last night, they already got their fish up to the market. They've already, done their trading and commerce for the day. We're going to be late getting there. No one griped about the extra workload. That was going to happen because of what, Steve?
Too, no telling how many nights they've told not get anything. We get fish now. We need to get as much as we can. Come on, everybody, bring your boats over here.
Yeah. Well, and that we know from the end of the story that that's probably how it worked out, that they wound up sharing their blessing with the others. But no one complained that, now we got so much to do. Oh, all those fish. We've got to get them up to market. We've got to prepare them. We've got to get them there. Oh, what a lot of extra work. None of the normal responses that people would give are given here. Instead, it's extraordinarily positive. That's a good thing. Disciples realize what